Hello, viewers. My name is Becks. I am very, very excited to be playing Stranded. I have no idea what I signed up for, but I do know I signed up for something amazing. So I'm very excited, and I'm very excited to play and see what's in store. I am a middle school English teacher. I have been teaching for 6 years now, and yeah, I love my job, and I work with a ton of different people every single day. So I competed in Survivor in season 2, and I learned a lot about myself during that game. I learned that I'm very emotional, which is not a bad thing, but a little bit of a hot mess.
Becks, you seem a little emotional.
I cried so many times today, and it's honestly embarrassing.
You know, I learned that no matter how much you plan for something, things are never gonna go the way that you expect them to and or maybe want them to, and that's okay. And I had a lot of fun during the process. I love Survivor. I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, I know contestants. Do I know every single contestant from every single season? Do I know the seasons in chronological order? No. However, do I watch it a lot? Yeah, I love it. If I had to make my own little Survivor cocktail of what player I wanted to emulate or be like, honestly, I'm gonna pull a Professor X from the Powerpuff Girls. Like, I like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. So if I, and then I'm Chemical X, you know? So I think if I had to make a little like concoction, I would probably mix in there David, because I'm neurotic and I'm a mess. However, I never give up on myself, like David never gave up on himself. I'm very much like Sandra. I think I'm very good at talking to people, but not that great because I didn't win Survivor season 2, so there's that, but that's okay. I love Kelly Wentworth. I think she is such a strong player. I love that she kind of doesn't take crap from anybody, and she's very much in the game all the time. I'll leave it with those 3. And also Ty, because I'm just emotional, but like he's all over the place and I really don't want that in the concoction. We just want like the love, you know, the heart. Honestly, I think I lost Survivor because a lot of players knew each other, and also I didn't really know how to talk. And I talked too much and rambled and let my nerves get the better of me. So this time around, doing Stranded, I will ensure that I keep things short and sweet and to the point. Pausing before I talk. And I think that's not a bad thing. And I think that's a good thing to kind of not really drag out answers. So, you know, kind of weaving my way through different people and dynamics and seeing what happens. You know, Stranded, the obvious thing that my mind goes to is always like Exile Island or, you know, Edge of Extinction. You know, you're stranded, you're all by yourself. What are you going to do? But also, I can think of it as like, you know, you're stranded maybe with strangers and you got to figure that out and see how you can work through it. Honestly, well, anytime I think I understand what's going to happen, I just don't. And I am kind of okay with that. Like I kind of don't want to know what to expect, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I think from the name, I don't know, it feels very vulnerable and like exposing. So I kind of like that though. I don't know. Honestly, the way that you think, Will, from me knowing you personally and professionally, I'm scared. I feel like the slow... I'm really scared. I am so afraid that contestants playing this game are going to be exposed, and you're just going to go, okay, do with that as you will. Let's get ready to play. And I just feel we're all just going to be bare. And players that are playing might be exposed of maybe their prior, I don't know, involvement in LRG. I don't know. I'm scared if that's the case. I don't know what to expect, truthfully. These questions, they're like a lot. I love them. So I think if somebody directly said to me, have you played an LRG game before? I don't think it would be wise of me to lie, because I don't know, maybe somebody playing the game maybe they know that I played an LRG, and if I lie about that, that's like a big target on my back. So I definitely don't want to do that. It's not very smart. I think not knowing who's going to play will vote in my favor. And I don't think being a new face will be a bad thing for me. Heck yeah. I am doing intermittent fasting. So try to be okay with not eating as much, even though it is like a 2-day thing, but still, I don't want that to throw off the way I compete in challenges or the way I'm playing my game. So I'm definitely prepping with that. On Survive Fern, I could not solve a puzzle to save my life, and I cried because of it. It was very embarrassing. So I'm going to make sure I know how to solve a 3D cube puzzle. And honestly, I feel like, kind of like what I said before, like you can prepare as much as you want for something. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go in the favor of how you've prepared for it. So could I prepare in a million different ways? Yeah. Could I, prepare and it not pan out in my favor, no matter how much preparation I do? Yes. So, I kind of just want to get more in the mindset of like strategy and how I will play that, day by day or tribal by tribal. Yeah. I might play dumb and say to Susie, "Oh, do you like my fake idol?" And I would say to Susie, do you, and I would kind of just word vomit from there. I would try to see how Susie would react to that. I could ask Susie if she wants to work together. I feel like that would not go well in my favor though. But I think it just depends. I don't know. I don't really have like a clear-cut answer because it just depends like what is going on in that moment. How far is the game along? How many people are left? Am I in the majority or the minority? You know what I mean? Like there's so many different aspects of it that go into it. So I don't know if I could give an answer. I mean, unless I have something to save my number one, and if it's worth saving my number one, I don't know if there's anything that I could do in that situation. And I mean, at the end of the day, there's only one person that wins. So that's kind of blood off of my hands, if that makes sense.
Are you telling them?
Again, it depends. Where is the game? How many people are left? Is it a lot of people? Is it dwindling down to the final numbers? I think, it really is situational. I'm sorry I'm not giving a clear-cut answer, but I can't. It just depends on what the circumstances are and, what's going on. And let's just say my number one is the vote, but I have an alliance with all those people and they don't know about my number one. Strengths, I can definitely talk to people. Honestly, I could talk to a wall, and I think I'm a good listener. I like competing in challenges. I don't necessarily know if I'm the best person, but I go hard or go home. Weaknesses, I am paranoid up to wazoo, and that's okay. But I will really be like reeling myself in during this game and just taking a second to calm myself down and look at the facts and go with my gut and not listen to anything else. I think the people that I am friends with that are also into LRG games, I think we have a mutual respect for each other and we know that at the end of the day, it's a game. It's not personal. And I kind of love that I've met people that are as competitive as I am and that they love Survivor and they love playing games like this. So honestly, all is fair in love and war. I think I definitely let morals impact my game the first time I played. I was more in an emotional mindset. And I think going into Stranded, Mama needs to turn the emotional game off. And we're going into it just strategically. A lot less of tears this time around if you're watching me play a second time. And I think more confidence. I think I was super insecure and not as confident in my first game. But I'm really honestly excited and I'm ready to have fun and expect the unexpected. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the viewer can expect, but I'm down for it and I'm excited to play. I'm ready to get started.
Well, will Becks survive being stranded? Only time will tell. Thank you so much.
Thank you.